Have you ever noticed how the most meaningful moments often arrive in soft, quiet ways? After decades of navigating life's ups and downs, we come to understand that true richness isn't always draped in noise or hurry. There's a beauty, a depth in the stillness we once raced past. In fact, being quiet and mindful, treating ourselves and the world gently, can reveal a whole new dimension to living, one we couldn't see clearly in younger years. Today, let's gently turn our attention to the remarkable power found in stillness and the practiced art of mindfulness. You have earned the wisdom to appreciate what cannot be rushed. Let me ask, when was the last time you truly let yourself be still? Not just physically sitting, but genuinely quiet, free from the constant chatter of to-do lists or news cycles. No doubt, for much of life, we equate doing with progress. But as we enter this remarkable chapter, the quiet becomes an invitation, not an interruption. Our first insight is that stillness is not emptiness. It's actually a form of presence. In a world obsessed with productivity, it's easy to overlook the quiet power of simply being. Stillness doesn't mean absence. It means being fully awake to life as it unfolds. Think about sitting with a cup of tea at sunrise, seeing dew on the grass, feeling your breath move. These small moments, which we often zoomed past in the rush of younger years, become powerful. In this chapter, stillness offers permission to savor and to absorb, not just to achieve. A practical step: start and end your day with just 2 minutes of sitting quietly, no screens, no lists, simply paying attention to your breathing and the subtle sounds around you. Notice the difference it makes over a week. Second, mindfulness is both ancient wisdom and modern science. Decades ago, few people talked about mindfulness, yet spiritual traditions across the world, from Christian contemplative prayer to Zen meditation, have always underscored the power of deep attention. Today, neuroscience agrees, even short periods of mindful awareness can lower stress and support brain health. Being mindful doesn't have to mean sitting cross-legged for hours. It's simply being present with what is, without rushing to change or judge it. How often do we truly listen to our surroundings or to our own hearts? You know from experience that true listening, whether to a friend or to life itself, is healing. This week, while washing your hands or preparing a meal, bring your full attention to the sensations, colors, and smells, the simple, immediate details. Over time, even routine tasks become quieter doors to peace. Have you noticed how much gentleness matters in these years? Our culture often celebrates being tough or stoic, but after a lifetime of striving, gentleness can be revolutionary. This leads us to our third insight. Being gentle with yourself is strength, not weakness. We've spent years holding ourselves and others to high standards. Now, gentleness becomes a gift we can finally accept. Consider the difference between forcing a garden to grow and tending it patiently. In one approach, we try to control everything: the soil, the weather, the outcome. In the other, we nurture and trust, understanding that living things flourish in kindness. Our bodies and hearts are much the same. A practical suggestion when criticizing yourself begins about aging, mistakes, or changing abilities: pause and ask, would I say this to a dear friend? If not, try offering yourself the same gentle words. Let's take a moment to reflect. What does stillness look like for you now? Are there quiet activities or gentle routines that bring you a sense of deep peace, in a way that might not have in your earlier years? Feel free to share your thoughts and experiences with our community in the comments. You never know whom your story might inspire. Here's a brief request. If you get value from what we have presented, please like and subscribe to help us grow our channel, Ageless Intuition. Your support makes all the difference. Now let's talk about the fourth insight. The quality of your attention shapes the quality of your days. Over the years, we discover that our minds can wander to worries about family, health, or the world's troubles. While concern is natural, we also know from experience that attention is a form of nourishment. What we focus on grows, even in the face of challenge. When we direct our attention mindfully, choosing gratitude, noticing beauty, or simply experiencing a moment of peace, we add richness to our daily lives. A practical action. Each evening, write down 3 small things that brought you satisfaction or comfort that day. A conversation, a warm breeze, a favorite song. This gentle act refocuses the mind and acknowledges the abundance of the present. 5th, stillness offers a way to process life's changes with grace. For many of us, this chapter brings shifts, losses, new beginnings, or unfamiliar landscapes. Stillness allows time for emotions to settle, for wisdom to emerge, and for acceptance to grow. Rather than pushing feelings aside, we can let them breathe. In my experience, even 5 minutes of quiet reflection, perhaps sitting at a window or strolling through a garden, can soothe restless feelings and spark new insights. The next time you feel overwhelmed, rather than distracting yourself, give yourself 5 minutes of stillness. See what arises. Often you'll find a deeper understanding waiting there. I'd like to compare 2 approaches to handling change, which many of us have faced. One is to fill every moment with busyness, distractions, noise, or overscheduling. The other is to sit quietly with the discomfort, to breathe and acknowledge how it feels, even if only for a little while. Over time, the latter approach tends to foster resilience and acceptance, while constant busyness may offer only temporary relief. Consider which approach resonates more with your experience and which leaves you feeling truly at peace. 6. Mindfulness unlocks creativity. Yes, even now. It's a myth that imagination fades with age. In fact, the spaciousness created by mindful living often brings fresh ideas or a renewed sense of play. Whether it's painting, gardening, writing, or simply dreaming up new ways to connect with loved ones, mindfulness helps us notice and nurture those creative sparks. If you've been curious about a new hobby or would like to rekindle an old interest, allow yourself to try without judgment. Today's action: set aside a quiet hour this week to do something you once enjoyed or to experiment with something new. Maybe you'll be surprised by what emerges from the quiet. Let's take a gentle pause here. Has stillness or a mindful moment ever led you to a creative idea or solution? If so, would you be willing to share that story with our community? By doing so, you not only honor your own journey, but you also may open doors for someone else just beginning to value this quieter path. 7th, stillness strengthens relationships, perhaps more than words ever could. When we are present with others, really listening and sharing unhurried time, we offer the greatest gift: our undivided attention. In this faster, more distracted world, that presence is rare and precious. Over the years, you've no doubt seen how much a person can say through a gentle look, a comfortable silence, or a hand on the shoulder. Mindfulness in connection allows relationships to deepen and misunderstandings to soften. An action step: the next time you connect with a loved one, whether in person or over the phone, try putting aside other distractions, even for a few minutes. Focus fully on the conversation, listen with open curiosity, and see how it transforms the experience for both of you. Now, before we wrap up, I want to remind you, if you get value from what we have presented, please like and subscribe to help us grow our channel, Ageless Intuition. It's one small way to stay connected to others who cherish mindful, gentle living. As we draw to a close, I invite you to consider how the beauty of stillness, the power of being quiet, and the practice of mindfulness can continue to enrich this remarkable chapter of your life. You have spent decades gathering wisdom, shaping families, and navigating a changing world. The gentleness you offer now to yourself, to others, and to the present moment may be the purest reflection of your strength. May you find, in quiet moments, a sense of deep belonging to yourself and to the present. If something from today's reflection speaks to you, I warmly encourage you to keep the conversation going, both with our community here and with those you cherish most. Thanks for watching. Tap that like button and subscribe if this brought you joy today. We're growing thanks to wonderful folks like you. Wishing you a peaceful day wrapped in warmth and love.